Hi Aquarius, it's Crystal Rose at Comfy Soul, and I'm here with your reading. And I've gone ahead and laid out a spread for you, so let's get cracking. What I see for now is the current situation is a whole lot of hope. There's like some serious things happening, and it looks like you and your other person are hanging on to something that the universe is providing you. It's something that you're already attached to, that you've had on your mind and is on your radar for quite some time now. But what we have coming is some planning, some options for your passion level to be fulfilled. And it looks like it starts with a genuine love offer. Like this is someone you've been with or someone you started something with before, even if you're separated. Now, the interesting thing about this reading is, even if you're separated from this person, say you started something and then you guys didn't continue, right? It looks like the distance didn't matter. Even if you guys like live in the same house and went off to do your own things and acted like a divorced couple for a minute, this is one of those things where you've been working the whole time, even in silence, to like come near each other. I see a lot of genuine intention from both parties here. So let me start with the feminine side. On the feminine side, you have somebody who put in a lot of work to build a good foundation, to call someplace home, to the reason that you saw this, I'm going to say you, because usually it's the feminine that's watching the video. That doesn't mean female necessarily. That just means the person who's tuned in, tapped on, checking in with their intuition, the more woo-woo one that's open and kind of sees the bigger picture of the whole connection, right? The one who can see like people's childhood wounds, and you're the nurturer and you're the one taking care of them. And then usually the masculine is the one that's coming in to meet you there and match you and learn from the process and then follow behind you, okay? So this started with you feeling like, this is my destiny. This is what I'm doing. It's happening. I'm going to put the work in. And then somewhere along the way, even though your intuition was telling you this is the right thing, there was another part of your intuition that was telling you, you have a good beginning, but not sure how far you're going to be able to get this, like, up in the air. I'm seeing an airplane taking off. That's why I said up in the air. And you do have a romantic person who does share feelings and is present, it seems. The problem is you're still hanging on to a protective heart energy. So there's something you're not getting. It's like, okay, I built this up, but I still got to hang tight to this because there's something else I didn't get yet. So let me ask what that is really quickly. Yeah, it's wanting to feel like the queen of your own domain. It's like, yes, I could take care of my own home and make sure everything's tidy and have a good job and take care of my kids and, do things like that. But this is doing it with a partner. Can you feel like the queen of your own home with your partner? In other words, are they choking you out versus encouraging your whims and your new passion projects or businesses you want to start? Like, are they supportive to that? Do they make you feel seen and honored, right? Now, here's the beauty of it. It looks like you're kind of determining that regardless of them seeing you and honoring you and encouraging your stuff, or even understanding where you're at right now in this transition of like remembering yourself again, like really finding your passions again, you've decided, you know what? I don't have to wait for anything. I can find this passion and excitement on my own, which, thank God, hallelujah, like that's everything I need you to do in order to know that you're in a proper relationship. In other words, I don't want you to be seeking that fulfillment from other people or situations. So, yes, you're in transition, but you don't need to drag other people along with that or your partner. You don't need to make them see that. This is a matter of you doing you and you shining, and whatever you become, whatever you return to and then add, I see you like becoming the best version of yourself plus a cherry on top. There's like whipped cream, sprinkles, and a cherry, and you're like, now I'm remembering who I was, right? But in that space, you were really cautiously hoping that you wouldn't have to leave behind the person that you were with because you weren't sure what was going on there. It was starting to suck on your energy. You were wanting some things, but instead of wanting something now from this other person, you've come back to yourself. You've come back to honoring you and bringing your excitement and passion to the table and making that more important than anything versus, hey, do you see me, partner? Do you want to recognize who I am and what I'm doing? Do you want to help me start a passion project? You did it your damn self. And that's really why the universe is rewarding you with what I see on the masculine side. So over here on the masculine side, it looks like you gave somebody a run for their money because I have somebody who's been thinking about the things you've said to them. And they see that you are coming to this place where, you're matching your own energy and finding your own passion and excitement. And in turn, you're making them feel the same way. They want to pick up a drum and meet you in the drum circle, right? And maybe they've never did something like that before because you're so affecting them. I'm also hearing infecting them. It's like you're a little bug in their software code that they don't necessarily want to get rid of. Like they want this passion and excitement. They want who you are. They actually needed you to become this better version of yourself. That's kind of what had them held back before from like fully opening up again. Because you've seen them do it before and then they shut down and you were like, oh, is this relationship over? Where'd the fire and the passion go? Where's the fun? What happened? Right? So now that everything's been seen, it's judgment time. And what they've decided is they want to meet you there. They want to come up with you. So they didn't know what to do with this transitional phase you were in before. So they took a step back and they were watching the show and they were like, I don't know if this means there's still a space for me or if I got to go or if they're done with me or what, like, where do I fit? And now they recognize they fit with you in a family situation. So I feel like before this connection was a lot of fun and you knew how to connect. And it was all very like light and playful when you met, but it wasn't so serious as far as like, let's get married, let's have a commitment, let's be super responsible and build stuff together and have kids and like create things and like, start a business. So now they're ready to do this. And the interesting thing is they feel like they can get here still being themselves. And the reason they can do that without like losing themselves and doing this to like please you and appease you is because you left them enough space for you to do you. And then they were able to watch you shine without you. And they were like, without them. And they were like, okay, they got back to them. I feel relieved because they're not tugging on my energy now. Like, before they felt like they had to be responsible to you for something and like somehow fix your life and make you better or like marry you or something to make this okay. But this person's a little more tuned in than that. They're a little more self-aware. They've learned quite a few things. They've been through some shit. So they want to manifest this really awesome, fun, passionate, deep connection with you like they had in the beginning, but somewhere in the middle it changed. They didn't want to lose themselves. They didn't want you to lose you because they loved what they fell in love with in the first place. But now that they see you doing you, they can come back in and rejoin you. Even if they didn't go anywhere, they can now like be emotionally closer to you, physically, energetically, like on all levels closer to you. Because now they can do it on their terms because you feel like you're safer for them to deal with now. For a while it was touch and go. They wanted to like fix things for you and didn't know how to do this. And like really that wasn't what was required. what was required was for like these two individuals to separately find themselves and then come back together and reconnect on a new level. And it looks like you guys are doing that. And this is something they wanted the entire time. Now, why are they coming up as somebody who was like manifesting this and making this magically happen the entire time? What were they missing in between that they weren't really like fully engaged with you in the middle here? So let me take a look real quick and see what was missing, just out of curiosity. You might have learned, you might know by now, but I'm going to try to tell you if I can. Oh, this is like a marriage level responsibility. So you might have been a long-term couple, been together for, 5, 7, 10 years. I'm hearing a lot of you, it's been like 10 plus years, 10, 15 years. My ears are ringing on that. So that's a definite. This is a long-term thing for a lot of you. The passion was always there. What wasn't there was the knowing that this is safe and the right connection to get married into. There was other things that they saw that were like, okay, hold on, this is a giant responsibility and you do love them, but it doesn't mean you have to marry them and lock yourself down because life changes. So this is their thought process, right? And for you, you always knew, like, I just want to be with you. So they went and did some soul searching, and I'm hearing they went through a death. They actually, in their mind and their heart, let this die, where they felt what it would be like to be without having you in the relationship. Like, this was like painful. And I also feel like this is other stuff they learned from previous, not just within your relationship. This is things that happened to them before. Other lessons they've learned in their life, relationships they've lost, journeys that they went on of self. I don't necessarily feel this so much attached and tied to other people, like, past relationships. This is more about them and how they see themselves and their level of self-esteem. So this person, now I'm hearing spirit chime in, and what they're saying is, this person used to get their level of excitement and passion and forward movement in life from you, but now they're getting it from themselves with you as a partner, not as a codependent situation where they're sucking you for your energy. So, not that you totally minded, Aquarius, but like, now it's done right. Now it's done right. Okay, so moving forward, what do we have? You absolutely have an emperor, a king, a fabulous man who is on top of his world, in charge, and ready to come show you what it's like to be a good husband. Like, you heard me. I don't care if you've been together for 10, 15 years. Like, this person wants to marry you now. They know they're going to be with you until the day you die. Whether you're already like back together or you split up or you've been together the whole time, it doesn't matter. They never left you. They've been watching this the entire time. Okay. And now they're ready to get married. They're ready to be everything they wanted to be in the connection from day one. Except now it's on their terms, not because you asked for something. It's because you're both meeting in the middle and you're genuinely there, right? This is gorgeous. All right, let me see. I'm going to pull one last card from the Light Seers Tarot just to round this off. Okay, so now we're in problem solving mode. How are we going to talk about this? How are we going to move forward? Like, final decisions are being made, okay? Let's see. Is there anything you need to know for this last week? Yeah, just surrender. Just surrender. Let it happen. Be patient. You're not waiting for anyone or anything. You're doing you. You're doing you. So get back to your trapeze yoga and go have fun and wait for this to happen. Not because you still need it, but because it was always going to happen and this is divine timing. And now that you don't need it, this is why it's actually taking place. Because you found you. Because you relaxed into it. Because you let the process happen. And this person wants to be with you forever. So I just want you to see what it feels like to let go of the reins. You're really good at being a leader and controlling situations when you need to, or taking charge where other people are failing. Well, now you're two equals, two leaders ready to move forward in this relationship. So you don't have to drag them around and tell them what to do, and, vice versa. They don't need to tell you how to act. Like, you guys get it now. You've learned what each other wants, and now it's time to bring it forward. So congratulations. My goodness, if you did get proposed to, please let me know. If you remember me, like throughout like May, if you're still following or what have you, and you ended up hearing from this person that they'd like to move it forward, my God, please come back and tell me. I love to hear the outcome of this, okay? There's your reading. That's what I have for you. If this resonates, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will talk to you guys next time, okay? Bye.